Hi, Dave Wilson here again. If, like me, you've got loads and loads of pliers in your workshop, well, today I'd like to show you my favourite ones. Come with me. So, like I said, of all the pliers that I have, these really are my favourite ones. These are the Tronex bent nose pliers. They come in a lovely little box, like that. And if we take a little plastic cap off the end. And these are the 551 bent nose. So just spin them round there, you can have a little look at them. Now you'll notice with these bent nose pliers the tips are very fine, and this is the reason why I love them. As with all the Tronex pliers, they feature the double grips and they feature the special lap joint there with the hex screw at one side going through and the large black sleeve going through the other side there. So this helps to keep the tips perfectly aligned. They're made from high carbon tool steel, tensile to 62 Rockwells, so what that means is the tips are very strong and they won't bend or give. You'll notice as well there's an ever so tiny slight gap just at this end, and what that means is that they get closer together as they get towards the tips, so if you're holding something right at the very tips you really can get a lot of pressure on it. Now, why do I like these so much? Let me show you. Well, the reason why I love these Tronex bent nose pliers so much is because I'm a big fan of making chainmail like this, and if you ever tried making this kind of thing you'll know that it's very intricate, so you need good pliers. But since I got these pliers I've now been able to make this chainmail, and you can see this is much finer and much tighter, and I couldn't make this without having these pliers. So I'm going to zoom in really close and I'm going to show you exactly how I use these pliers. Here I've got a small 3mm jump ring that's open, and I'm going to show you how I use the bent nose pliers to close it. So using the pliers I just get hold of it, and you notice I'm pointing outwards and I'm just grasping the entire half of that jump ring. Now if I just twist it round like that, you can see that is perfectly closed. So when I'm working with chainmail and I'm attaching these tiny jump rings onto the end of a chain, it gets quite difficult to get in there, but all I do is flip the pliers round and I can get right in there and I can work with even the most awkward of places. And you see that jump ring is perfectly closed, perfectly tight. So you can see why I love these pliers so much, but of course these bent nose pliers are only half the story. If you're working with chainmail, what I would suggest is you also marry them with a pair of these Tronex chain nose pliers. These are the 513 versions, and together you've got a great combination for working with any level of chainmail, jump rings, or whatever your heart desires. So if you love working with chainmail, check them out, the Tronex bent nose pliers. Don't forget to check out my other videos on the rest of the Tronex pliers range. Thanks for watching.